Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video back on the PTS, probably the last video I'm going to make on the PTS. I just want to do one quick one before we finish off, I guess, the series of PTS videos with one on Yagorath. After about a week of playing her on and off for the PTS, I will obviously be doing a video on the rest of the things I didn't cover as soon as this update goes live, but not only are we going to be revisiting Yag, they also fixed a few of the things that I encountered in some of my other videos, and Dennis actually tweeted out some of the balance stuff that's going to be put into the live patch that isn't on the PTS, so I'll go through that as well. There are still a few bugs or like text glitches or whatever, they didn't get to all of them. They did fix her Q dealing like not the right amount of damage. It was dealing I think 900 or something. If you go check the first video, which if you haven't seen, you should check that one out first, but now it does deal the full 1100. I did actually notice that one in the first video with Yagorath, but one that I just completely missed was that her damage apparently here is 48, which it isn't. It's actually 42. It deals 48 with the taunt, but the number here is just wrong. I have of course changed my loadouts a little bit since the last video I made on Yagorath about a week ago, so I'll go through these in a minute. For the taunt, I'll probably stick to Unnatural Persistence. This one is really strong in a lot of the modes and the maps and stuff. It just gives you self-heal for sitting on the point, and I also haven't showed this one off just yet, but in my opinion it is also one of the better ones. Corrosive Acid is kind of close, but I think this one does edge it out. The Baguette taunt is actually getting a buff. It's one of the things that he tweeted out. It's going from 100 to 125, although it's still a bit of a weird talent. The cooldown on the reveal, which isn't shown here because it just shows it for the Q when you're planted, is actually going up from 10 to 11. They also haven't shown the cooldown for the left click in the travel form for some reason. That also wasn't changed. But more interestingly, part of what Dennis tweeted out is addressing one of the things that most people have been complaining about a lot, including myself and Makoa. His Barrier Reef setup is actually getting nerfed pretty damn hard because the actual amount that you need to trigger the 1 second cooldown is going up from 500 to 800, which makes a really big difference. Not going to spend too long here getting into the maths, but basically Infinite Shell Makoa by firing into it or whatever is going to be not really that big of an issue, very similar to how Nando's shield kind of works now with like a 4 or 5 second cooldown. I'll make an entire video on it at some point. Then finally, in like the balance thing, I was actually getting a bunch of stuff changed because Luna will no longer be able to push objectives. They've actually not reverted that, but they have reverted the nerf to Goddess's Blessing. It won't be going down to 10%, it'll be staying at 15, and Luna's health will be going up to 4k from 3k, and alongside that lifelink will be going up from 200 to 300, so some pretty nice buffs to kind of compensate for it. Adonis also mentions Sacrifice going from 45 to 30, but that one seemingly was put in beforehand. Anyway, off of that tangent, back to the focus of the video, Yagorath a week later. The setup is very similar, at least one of them is very close to what I had beforehand. This one is mainly focused on increasing like the vulnerability time on your Quill left click combo, where it goes from 3 seconds to 5, really useful if you're up against tanks. It is only 10%, but it definitely does add up. These are by no means final setups for Yagorath. It's pretty much impossible to find out on the PTS until she goes in to live, but I hope she does get some card changes because a lot of these are kind of duds. Don't get me wrong, she definitely has some good cards, some really interesting ones. If you want him to talk about it more, go ahead and check the first couple videos out. I have no idea what I'm going to title this one as. It's definitely just kind of hard to judge it on the PTS. I'm sure once she goes into live, the meta cards will kind of stand out a little bit, but I did try to build 2 here just as kind of a starting point for you. If you don't really know what to go for, they won't do you wrong. This card is bugged though. I feel like I should point this out. I don't know if they fixed it or not by the time this patch goes live, but just in case they haven't, this is actually not working correctly. Whatever level you have this card, it will only give you 200 health for some reason. Whether you run it level 1 or level 5, it will actually leave you with 4200 health when you're ulting. For some reason, it just doesn't seem to work, the leveling side of it. Don't know, first time I've encountered a bug like that on a card, but that one definitely wasn't working when I tested it. But I just thought I'd mention it just in case. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into game 1. Bit of a long intro, but I wanted to get all that stuff out of there. So let's go ahead and yeah, jump into a match. Also, I don't think I mentioned it, but you can finally get maps other than Timbermill. So we got Siegestone Keep for game 1. Shoutouts to Alec Poe 9. We got Namani, Alexa Fury, and a Buck. Then we're up against another Fury, another Yag, a Drogas Nandra, and a Tim. I don't have too much experience with Yagorath on other maps because it was pretty much Timbermill for like the entire first week of the PTS, but this should be a good little bit of practice. We'll go ahead and grab the taunt and then I guess the vulnerability setup. Also, big ups to Dennis, big ups the entire Evil Mojo team. I feel like they get a lot of crap, but shouts to a lot of them. Big ups the Evil Mojo boys. We'll go ahead and jump into game 1. We've got Pyromania, Discovery, Solar Blessing, and Snare. Pop the right click for the speed. Amani's asking if I'm recording. We'll go ahead and drop the yes. We'll pop the Q for the reveal, drop some little spit, and then go straight on to the point. Definitely kind of weird playing on this map with Yagorath because I'm so used to Timbermill. There goes the Drogos. There's the Q, I guess, to avoid the stun. We'll pop that early. There's a bunch of damage on these guys. Andrew's actually kind of low. I pop the right click and just leave because I'm pretty much on my own. We'll use the Q for the reveal. We'll just go over this way, stop the beam, I suppose. We can pop into the F, can start blasting him. I feel like I'm going to die here. We'll use the Q for the immunity. Thank you for the heal. Go back into the F. I feel like I'm probably dead here any second. Maybe we can take out the Andro. There's the Q, but of course I am a goner. I feel like I did the best I could there, but the team was a little bit messy. We'll pop the Q. I'm just going to roll straight in, hit the Andro for 500. For some reason I lost a ton of my momentum. The stun took forever to hit me, and I am a goner. Okay, I took most of my damage there from Andrew, who for some reason was just able to shoot me because I was just kind of carrying him forward with my right click. That was really weird. Go ahead and pop the ultimate on somebody over there. Did I actually just pull the Fury? I think I did. I can't get any healing from our Fury, even though she's beaming me, and that is a bunch of damage. So I think I get the damage reduction. Thank you for the beam, though. We'll spray some more stuff. A couple little right clicks over there for the Fury. She's actually gone. Did get insta-killed by the Drogos. I'm going to pop the right click, drop some spray, go into the F straight here on the point. Maybe we can get rid of the Andrew. I'm going to pop the Q for the damage reduction. Fury, you want to hit me with a beam? Thank you very much. We can get out of that and just continue blasting the term. I think he does actually absorb my right click though, even though it looks like it goes through him. Go into the Q. I do have the ultimate, but I'm the last one alive here. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to make my stat look a little bit better, and there is the 0-2. Go ahead and pop the ult on the term, which didn't work. Seems like you can actually block it, which is kind of dumb because I feel like I had the right angle on him there where he shouldn't have been able to. We got some good damage on the Fury. There's the Q. He's in the beam. Fury's just giving him mad heals. I'm of course a goner because Fury didn't beam me for a while there. I feel like that's the reason I'm dying most of the time. We did get 93% of it, but going into the turret mode just here because I was trying to roll in. I do have the ultimate. I think I am a goner. There's some damage on the Andrew. He's going to go ahead and drop an emote on me there for some reason. Got punished pretty hard for it. Well done, Lex. Shouts to the Lex. He actually jumped onto it. Fury with the heal there as well. I'm pretty sure we're going to recover here because of recovery mechanic. I'm going to push up and pop the F lamp myself a little bit further forward. Went through the Drogos. There goes the turn. We're going to go ahead and ult the Andrew. Actually get rid of most of my health here in the time it takes me to ult him. Yeah, it shows you how good the ability is. We'll stand switch into that. We'll use the Q. That is the Drogos punching, although I somehow dodged that. What? Fury went for the ult. I'm trying to spray some stuff to tick them. That's the beam. There's the Q for the damage immunity. I'm going to switch into that and then use the F and the Q, and I guess we're just going to try and run away. Pop the Q for the reveal. Just drop some stuff. There's a right click, hit the Fury, go into the F. I'm going to try and just get rid of her here. Flank Yagorath. That might kind of work. She's not looking too good, but I can barely fucking see. There's the Q, bit of damage, and that is going to be me dead. But I guess we killed Fury and made them pull back. I have no idea. Marnie said cover me. She's going for the ult. Marnie also said earlier, I think it might have been the Fury, that if I am recording I'm not going to upload. She said it in Spanish, but a lot of people don't for some reason realize that I can speak Spanish. If you've been following me for a while, you probably do. But her dragon is gone. I guess we can just push up. There's a little tap for the turn. We do a bit of a spin like you do with Ram. That really didn't turn out how I wanted it to. There's the Q, just waiting for some sort of support here. I think Fury's going for the ult. We should be able to get rid of maybe the Andrew. Okay, it definitely does go through the turn. There's a 500. We've dropped some little sprays there as well. Looks like he's trying to set up for the ultimate. I'm going to go ahead and just ult him. Don't think I really needed to, but this way we should be able to guarantee the push. Going to stance switch, hit him, use the reveal, drop some more sprays. Just make sure that I'm actually close enough to finish the push. Next one ahead and ulted. Fury's going for her ult. There's some sprays. Time is back on. I'm going to focus on getting rid of the Fury. There's the Q. We'll instantly pop that. Get rid of her. She's gone. Seems like I'm the last one on here trying to get rid of the Andrew, but I am a gunner, and that is going to be the 1-3. I again feel like we probably could have had that if we were a little bit more coordinated, but let's go ahead and run into round 3. 1-3. Do you have recovery mechanic? I'm going to jump straight onto the point, use the reveal, drop a little bit of spray, go here kind of on the front. Their Drogos is blasting me, but we should be fine. That's the stun from the Fury. I'm going to use the Q here for self-heal going because of the setup, although that Fury beam is just brutal. I'm going to go into the F, hit him, use the Q, and just retreat because without a Fury I can't really do very much. Fury is back, so we can go back to holding it. There's some damage for the Yagorath. Did try and use the ultimate, but I kind of failed it. Either that or it just got blocked by the term Q. There's my Q, although I'm definitely gone here. We should get a bit of damage at the end of it. Not really sure how the Fury didn't take anything there. Wouldn't have made a difference anyway, but it seems like it's going to be the 1-4. We might be able to run back in and save it, but I'm not too hopeful. The Yagorath is just kind of zoning. That is Armani going for the ult. There's the Q for the reveal. There's a bit of spray. We'll just jump straight onto the point. I'm kind of bouncing on the term unintentionally. Fury's going for the ult. I guess we give the term a bit of free regen. He's going for the ultimate. There's just a bunch of blasts. I'm trying to hit as many people as I can. There's my Q. We do have selfie from the talent, which is kind of nice. I don't want to use my ultimate because I'm too worried I'm going to accidentally grab the Yagorath, which obviously I can't do, but I guess we can go ahead and ult the term. I just used it. I think it did the animation, but I guess I didn't pull it off. There is the ultimate again on the Fury this time around. I really don't like Yagorath ultimate, like I've said a million times, but there we go. She's gone at least. The Yagorath did, I think, the same sort of thing. Getting hit by the Andrew, getting hit by the Drogos, getting hit by the term self-heal from the build really is what's kind of carrying me here. There's some blasts for the Terminus, but of course we are a gunner. We did manage to cap the objective at least, so we do live to see another round. Finished off our blast shields. I could go for resilience, but I don't feel like it would really help me that much. I'm not really getting CC'd too much other than like the Fury every now and again. Go jump on the point, blast the term kind of from behind. This way we're hitting him from both sides. Marnie with the root stopped him from moving. There's the Q to mitigate some damage and the Fury beam. Nice, although the term is going to fully heal here. Trying to finish off the Fury there at the back. I can't believe I actually just butchered that. I'm trying my best to not hit into the term too much to give him like free energy, but just because of the fact that we, you know, drop acid pools and our right kind of explodes, I feel like I give it to him for free without really meaning to. Oh, that's the Joker's going in for the punch, and there is the push failed because nobody was even close to it. So that is going to be the 2-3. We do all have our ultimates though. I feel like if that push failed right there didn't prove that we're not very coordinated, I don't really know what else would. We'll go ahead and grab some more Haven because I'm taking a bunch of direct damage. I'm tempted to go for resilience. I don't know if I really need to because the stun again isn't that big of a deal. I'm going to try and be a bit more careful. I did try and ult him there straight off the bat, but that didn't work. They're going after the Fury right at the stop. I think Alex is trying to do the same thing. Maybe we can get rid of it here. Drop some acid up top. There we go. There is the Q. I'm getting kind of blasted by their Yagorath, but our self-heal is more than his damage. Drogos was also trying to blast me, but we were able to block him. There's a bunch of damage here on the turn. I'm expecting him to go for the ultimate. Fury hit me with a heal. Yeah, there's the ultimate. We'll go ahead and pop Q to mitigate it. We barely took anything from that. Furious stun, that is definitely a bit of a pain, but not enough for me to really grab max resilience for. The Yag is going for the Q, and that is 99%. We trigger the overtime. There is the Q. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I'm just getting hit by so much bloody stuff. I think Fury had 2 beams out there at once. There's Amani going in with the ultimate. We did get it to 99%. I would go for master riding, but that's obviously not an option. 99 to 90, we definitely could still get it. I'm going to run in here. The Yagorath tried to get the Lex, but he ran on to trigger the overtime. I'm going to go ahead and ult the Andro, because I feel like he's probably causing the most trouble. He's actually going to get cleared here, because I guess it didn't go through my health, or did we not get him? I'm not sure. I guess I got a double because we killed Yagorath too, so that worked. Joker's going to go ahead and just remove me from the game, of course. Fury beam killed him, and there is the defeat. It looks like our Armani's on it, but I guess she must have come on just as it ended, so they did get the 2-4. Well-deserved win. Can't really complain about it too much. I feel like I did a good job. I think if we were a little bit more coordinated and synced, that would have definitely been a win for us there, but I didn't do too bad. To be honest with you, even though that isn't the best stat ever, I will take it. 10, 19, 15, 100k damage. I actually had the highest on our team other than the Lex. Our Fury did pretty good. Lex just did a really good job there as well. Armani not so much, and neither Buck there for 18, 58k is very, very rough. Might have been the reason we lost that one. Their Drogos did pretty good. The Yagorath actually did a really solid job there. Fury also shredded. Same thing with the Term, and same thing with the Andro. They deserve the win. Stats speak for themselves. I feel like I should say Yagorath has definitely grown on me, not as much as some of the other characters like Vora, for example, who's turned into one of my favorites to actually play like normally when I'm just normally playing Paladins. But Yagorath, she is not like some of the releases we've had where I've actually started to like a character less the more time I played them. Yagorath has gone up a little bit, but not as much as some of the others, like I said, like Vora, but I'm still enjoying my time with her. Definitely a big reason for that is the self-heal talent when you get healing near the objective. I don't know if I prefer it to the bonus damage, because that is also really, really nice, but it does make it quite a bit more self-sufficient where you don't need to heal her 100% of the time, and you can easily manage with like one person, sometimes even 2, with just being near the objective. I definitely liked Vora more over her PTS cycle, although I think I like Yag more than I liked Ram and maybe Atlas and maybe Corvus over the PTS. I really do like her. She's really, really unique, but Vora for some reason is just so much fun when you're kind of flinging yourself around. Also, if I was trying to give some tips, because I actually was asked this quite a bit in the first 2 videos for Yagorath, I'd just say try and be annoying. That's kind of the mindset you want to be in. Try and get in the enemy's face, be a bit of a pain, kind of be the center of your team where people are healing you, the enemy is trying to attack you, and you're just absorbing damage for your team and trying to draw focus to yourself, but without being in a position where you're kind of on your own, which is what I did a little bit too much there in game 1. But anyway, on to game 2. We've got Siege, Serpent, Beach. Shoutouts to possibly Lydiu and definitely Jimmy, My Oh My. That is Wither, possibly also Fury. We've got a Ram and a Ceres. Pretty set team there, up against a Vora, a Yagorath, a Ram, an Andro, and a Fury. A very similar matchup. Yeah, going back to kind of what I was saying, Yagorath definitely gets tons of points for just being more of an original character than what we've had in the past. She has a ton of elements that other characters don't have in the game, and she fills a really interesting spot that not many other characters can do. But we'll go ahead and grab a natural persistence again, and we'll go for the other setup this time around, which does play a little bit differently. I just accidentally hit my Q instead of my F. Let's actually switch into the roll form. There we go. Grab some Cauterize for the Tance. We got Nightshade, Soul Collector, Cherish, Enforcer. Cherish is kind of worrying, but okay. Then we're up against Solar Blessing, Corrosive Acid, Relentless Presence, Curse Revolver, and Enforcer. The big benefit to the setup is in the early game, before people get max Cauterize and stuff, that heal is really, really hard to deal with, and even with Cauterize against like 1 or 2 people, you can definitely hold your own. Let's go roll in. We'll use the Q for the reveal, place ourselves kind of forward so we can spray up there. Well, that's the Yagorath on the point. Try and get a bit of an angle so we can hit both of them. That's the Fury beam. There's my Q. Our Fury hasn't actually got beam heal because she's stuck with Cherish, so I think I am a goner here, because that's the whole team on me. Fair enough. We got 54% of it at least. Back onto the point, just trying to spray as much as I can. That's Andro going for the ult. I'm going to pop the Q for the damage mitigation, but I don't think I even really needed to because he was too busy hitting the Ram. There's some damage for these 2 guys. I think I'm dead here. I'm just trying to delay my death and deal some damage, because switching into the F, which gets really good damage reduction, just gets you killed way, way quicker. That's something I see a lot of people do, is switch into the F right as they're about to die, which doesn't really help very much. You might want to do it early on if you want to leave a fight, but doing it as you're coming towards the end of your health isn't really worth it. I'm going to just continue to push through, ignore the team. Me and Ron both doing the same thing. Get onto the point, go ahead and use the ult to get rid of the Fury, because her Solar Blessing is a pain, but I'm pretty sure I'm gone, and that's the whole team hitting me, so I think I'm a goner. There's the Q, but yeah, we're shredded. The one thing that I would really love to see updated or just fixed or changed or whatever with Yagorath would be the ultimate. There's a few other things that I don't like about her kit, but the ultimate really is the focus, at least for me. Hello, Vora, for some reason you're here. She's going for the ultimate. I'm definitely gone, although maybe she's dead. Okay, cool, so at least, yeah, we managed to trade. There was something I was going to say and I've completely forgotten what it was. We got rid of the Fury though, see if we can get the double hit here on both of these guys. We're getting some good damage. Yagorath is really, really though. She's going to be able to get away. I'm going to go ahead and ult the Andro though, because yep, why not? I'm going to eventually get him here, but nobody else is even hitting me. He dealt nearly my entire health bar there. Yagorath's going for the ult just here on somebody, so I'm going to try and get rid of her. There we go. We'll just keep blasting through her, because she's pretty easy to go through when she's, you know, recoiling from using her ultimate. Switching to the F, push back onto the objective. I can't remember what I was saying though. I feel like there were like 2 different threads I was trying to finish, and I just completely forgot what it was that I was trying to explain. One of the things I was trying to say is I don't want to repeat myself too much from what I said in my kind of intro video, my first impressions video with Yagorath, because obviously if you want to hear me say the same thing, you could just rewatch that one. So I'm really trying to talk about stuff that's a little bit different. different from what I talked about in that video. Let's just blast this Ram a ton. I'm going to go ahead and just ult him. Why the hell not? It's at the end of a round. Did go ahead and execute him. Bit of a waste of an ultimate, but you do gen it pretty damn quick. I can't remember if I specifically went into what I don't like about the ultimate, but a few of them, just to kind of summarize it, is that it should be an auto lock ability. I don't feel like it should have the ability to kind of miss, because that's a little bit weird. It doesn't feel very natural with the ability to me, but I definitely see how you could argue with that one. The other side of it though, the fact that you can't damage the person that she's pulling in is a bit weird, especially with the big indicator they have on them, and you also can't be healed when you're pulling somebody, and on top of that, feels really slow. The animation is a little bit weird. I think I could go on here for a little while, but I think I hit most of them. If there's a different complaint about the ultimate that I didn't get to, I probably mentioned it in my other video, or somebody else has already talked about it so much that I didn't bother mentioning it. But we're gonna we got it to 60%, but of course I'm dead because it was just Willow with me. I think Braum just got ulted by the Yagorath. The healers are both at the back though, and there is the objective lost. Andrew's going for the Q. We'll detonate that. That didn't deal damage to him. I don't know if the Q's bugged. She definitely has bugs, but I didn't realize that her Q was one of them. It doesn't seem like it deals damage consistently. Half the time it seems to just not do anything, which is a little bit weird. Braum's going for the F. I'm going to go ahead and pull him out of that, but go ahead and get the execute. I think I might be killed here by the rest of the team, but I guess not. There goes the Ram. I'm going to pop the Q for the damage mitigation. Thank you for the heal fury. I'm going to go into the F and just try and dash away, but I guess I got crippled. Either way, we're still up. The Yagorath just ulted our Ram, so I guess that was a trade. We'll go into the F. Was contesting the point for a little minute there. I'm not really sure who to, but there's some damage on there. Yagorath, she's nearly gone. There, Andrew went for the ult. There's some damage on the forest, nearly gone. More damage on these guys. They're both really low. I wish I had a little bit more meter here. We'd be able to get rid of them. Pop the right click straight out of spawn and the Q, and also just everything I possibly could. There's a couple of right clicks through people because they do just go straight through, so we'll try and hit as many as we can. There's my Q, but I'm definitely a goner here. Realistically here, without solo bursting, I'm just getting blasted. Vora went ahead and executed me there, but I just tried to hold it for as long as I could. Sarah's heal is kind of nice. Fury heal is kind of nice. The Android's just going ahead and removing them all from the game alongside their Ram, who combo ulted. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 1-3, but we're going to run around the side and see if we can maybe take a bit of an angle. There's the F and just some sort of shit. I don't know. We got rid of the Fury. There is my Q. Thank you, Fury, for the heal. I'm going to go ahead and just ult the Ram, remove him because he's definitely the biggest pain in the ass. He is a goner. The ultimate's actually not worked too badly so far in this match. It's not like in every situation it's bad. It is janky most of the time, so regardless of where you use it, it is a little bit jank, but it does work well in some fights, as you've been seeing so far in this match. The ultimate's actually been, pretty damn good at removing the Ram. Anyway, into round 3, I'm actually not going to go onto the objective this time. I'm going to play a bit of a side angle and try and cover people on my side. Andrew's just doing laps. Hello, enemy Yagorath. I think I might be dead because I'm kind of on my own. There's my Q to mitigate her Q. I'm just trying to hold on for as long as I can. Sarah's went for the ult, pulled the Ram. Thank you for the heal. We might be able to get rid of their Yagorath here. Ram's doing that, so I'm going to switch into the F. Yes, I'm going to go push up on the Ram. I don't think I'm going to be able to get rid of him, but I should be able to distract him. At least I'm blasting him here with pretty much everything I've possibly got. He is still a goner. Andrew's going for the ult. I was just about to try and execute him, but he did eventually kill me. We did get it to literally 99%, but we weren't able to finish it off. There's the Q for the reveal. There's my left click. Going to go straight on the point and ult the Fury at point blank range. I feel like that should be nearly instant, but are we still going to get it? Okay, cool. At least we got rid of her. There's some blasts for the Yag. I'm trying to use my Q, but the stun from Ram there was kind of rough. I guess I should get some resilience. I feel like that does make sense overall here because at least I'm getting stunned from more than just the Fury beam. Pop the little jump. Can we make it over there? We actually can. There is the F. Hello, Ram. I'm just going to blast you until I start getting hit by a ton of shit, and then we'll go into the Q. Okay, there's some more damage for you two guys to give you the 10% bonus. The Yag rolled away, but I was pretty much 1v4 because the whole team got kind of cleared a little bit further back, and there is the overtime. Yag ulted our Ram, and there is the objective lost. 2-3. Fair enough. Again, feel like they're playing pretty damn well. That Andrew's definitely doing a really good job, but the rest of them are also, doing pretty solid. There's some damage. There's the Q for the reveal, so the team can see what's going on. We'll switch into the F. That's a Ceres ult. The combo there is brutal, although I don't think I even really did that much, but Ceres ult does combo very well with Yag. Go ahead and ult the Andrew. I think if he does get caught on the ledge weirdly, he does get insta-killed. He's going to try and fight back, but I'm pretty sure we're just going to go ahead and remove him from the game. It takes so goddamn long, but there we go. He is out. Forrest going for the ultimate. Got rid of the Ram, but we should be able to avenge him. Never mind. There, Ram went for the ult. We'll tap him. Switching into the F. Going over this way because the team's getting kind of blasted by everybody. We'll switch into the F and just stop blasting the Yagorath. She's going into the damage reduction form. There is my Q. I'm pretty sure I'm dead though because nobody can get any heals to me. If she had Solar Blessing, we would have been fine. One more thing that I think I mentioned in the intro video, but not in the first impressions, and I haven't mentioned it in this one, but the fact that your mouse moves slower, or your reticle, or whatever, if you're on controller, is a different speed when you're spraying is really strange. I don't feel like that needed to be a thing. You probably can't tell in the video, but if you hold down left click, you move your mouse around slower than if you're not holding down left click. That's what I'm trying to explain. I think I might be dead here too. Yeah, I'm going to stand switch and try and leave. I'm on 500 health. Did get some good damage on her. There is the Q. Ceres is healing me for barely anything. The thing we get from the objective is kind of nice. Trying to finish off the Fury. She's on like nothing over there. We got some really good damage, but we are gone. She's on like 2 health. Are you kidding me? I just saw her right there, right at the end 10 that corner. She's on like nothing. Whole team got wiped. I'm going to jump onto the point right here, go for the ultimate, but I don't think I got anybody. We got rid of the Fury. There's the Q. I'm getting heals, but I'm definitely a goner. I feel like we should have got rid of the Anjo there. Okay, we still finished him off. I'm actually somehow still up. I was on like 100 health there for freaking days. Ram and Yaga both still on there. Ram is Willow's going for the ult, blasting people and stuff. Team, give her a heal or something. She's on like 2 health here. She is a goner, but we got the defense successful. 3-3. I honestly wasn't expecting that. I jumped on it. Somebody else jumped on it. Ram used the ultimate. Willow used the ultimate. We managed to somehow save it. We're definitely cutting it pretty close, but this could still be a win. I think some of them are partied though. Go ahead and ult the Ra. I'm pretty sure most of the people though who are in game 1 on their side are in their side now on game 2. That sentence didn't make any sense, but we did get rid of the Ram. There's the Q. Self-heal is fantastic. My Q didn't deal any damage. I thought I just heard Serpent go for the ultimate. Yagorath's jumping on it, but we are on 75%. She's going to try and ult somebody. We're just going to go ahead and blast her. There's no way she's going to get that execute off. A bunch of damage. Did a bit of a lap back onto the point. Fury's going for the ultimate on their side. Just going to try and blast the Ram. Hello, Fury. I guess you're also here. She's gone. Sarah's going for an ultimate, but Void didn't get pulled. Neither did the Andro for some reason. He is very low though. There is the Q to mitigate some stuff. There's the damage. Hit both of them if I can. Ram's trying to hide, but that actually works quite well for me. He's out. Thank you, Ram, for setting yourself up like that. I appreciate it. I did have the ultimate. Probably could have used it. 99%. Serious. There is the overtime. For some reason I thought that was just going to instantly be a 4-3, but of course we triggered overtime because it is 3-3. I think we got it though. There is the victory. Nice. Like I said, we cut that very, very close. We managed to pull through with the win. Honestly thought we were going to lose that when it was like 2-4. They very much thought they had the push because they were all emoting there at the end, but we recovered it. 4-3. Feel like I did way better in game 2, and I definitely showed off Yag way better there. 15-8, 143k damage. Highest that match. More than happy with that. Their Ra made that really easy though, because he was actually trying to hide behind the Yagorath, which just gave me more damage because it wasn't blocking anything. Shouts once again to a bunch of people in that match. I'm pretty sure some of them on their side were partied because, like I said, a bunch of them who were in game 1 were in game 2 on the same side. But yeah, there we go. Our Willow did pretty good. Definitely could have done a little bit better. Ram had a ton of deaths, but didn't do too bad. Our Furia with Solar Blessing would have been way more useful, but she didn't do too bad. Same thing with the Ceres there. She definitely did better. I'd say Furia and the Ram were a bit of a weak link. They definitely could have done better. Same thing with the Willow, but not as much there. Overall, I feel like I did pretty good. I could have also done a better job. I died way more than I needed to. The team was solid. Got to give props to the lot of them either way. As for the stats on their side, it's a very different situation. Their Andro shredded. Same Andro from game 1. 34-9, 230k. I tip my hat to you. Obviously, when I said top damage, I mean not including the Androxus for pretty straightforward, obvious reasons. He shredded just like it did in game 1, but we're just going to pretend that that 2 there doesn't exist. Their Fury did pretty good. Definitely could have done a little bit better. The Ram did a really good job. So did the Yagorath there. I'm actually surprised with how good the Yagorath did in both of those matches. Props to her. And then finally, their Vora also did a really solid job. I didn't really take advantage of the setup too much there. I feel like I could have done a better job using my Q more often, but I still feel like I did a decent job showing off Yagorath, and I think overall this setup is a little bit more useful than the other one we used. She definitely has her downsides, but overall I feel like you kind of have to love her. Or, you know, don't. Her tagline is the Devourer after all, but maybe you're into that. But yeah, this has been Yagorath after about a week of playing it in the PTS. I've really enjoyed my time with her. I hope it's come across in the video. I obviously have some complaints about her. She's not as polished, I feel like, as some of the other releases we've had, but then again, that is probably because of how different she is than the other releases we've had, so they kind of go hand in hand a little bit. Thank you for watching the video though. Of course, I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all the love on the videos on the PTS. I might have a few more after this. I'm not 100% sure just yet. It'll depend on if I can actually keep my voice for long enough to record more. Anyway, before I ramble on anymore, let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comments on Yag. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Let me know what you want to see me do next. Thank you so much for watching, of course, and as always, stay frosty.